Good morning. This is Debbie with the Food Prepping Channel. How are you today? I wanted to come on here. I'm canning some salsa, and what I've got is I've got this pack of Mrs. Wages Create Salsa, and I'm using my tomatoes from my garden, and it says to use about 18 mediums. Well, I've got about 14 tomatoes altogether, and they're not, some are small like this and some are big like this, so I'm gonna say that this is 18 medium tomatoes. Anyway, what I'm doing now is I've got water in this pot boiling, so you saw my blood sugar. Alright, now I'm gonna put some tomatoes in here. I'm going to put 3 of the big ones in here, or the bigger ones. I should have turned them over, but I didn't. Alright, let's see. Oh, trying to get my... Alright, I'm going to turn them over. I cut an X in the bottom of them. I washed them all and I cut an X in the bottom of them. And I'm going to leave them in here for a couple minutes and let them boil. And then I've got over here, I've got ice water, and I'm going to put them in there, and then the skins will come off, and then I'm going to cut them, make sure that the tops are off of them, and then I'm going to cut them and put them in here in this pan for just a minute so I can get all of them done. And then I have to cook it. I'm going to cook this stuff on my NuWave, so it's got to be a non-aluminum pan. And the back of the Mrs. Wages salsa mix says to not use the aluminum pan too, so which is going to be good. So I'm going to use this pan after I get all the skins off of the tomatoes. So let me do these, and I'll bring you back when I get them almost all done and show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so I've got these tomatoes to do. So you let them boil for about a minute, and then you'll see you cut a little X on the bottom somewhere. I just this one because I had to cut this place off. I just cut a square right there. Alright, so you put it in your cold water. You get all of them out after about a minute, and see, let me show you. See how the peeling just starts coming off right where I put the X? You put them in your cold water, and I'm using this one yellow one that I have. Alright, and now I'm going to cut my NuWave off because I've got all the tomatoes out. Yep. Alright, so now I'm going to get the skins off of all of these tomatoes. Oh, they're hot. They got a little bit too hot while I was setting up the camera. Alright, I'm going to put them on my cutting board. Let me turn this so y'all can see. Alright, and I've got them, and I'm going to take the core out. When you do tomatoes, you make a big mess. I canned 14 quarts of tomato sauce the other day, and I'm going to show y'all. I've got a lot more to can. And I think I'll probably use this as what I canned the other day is like tomato juice, because I cooked it on low heat for about an hour and a half, and it didn't really thicken up. So in the wintertime, I use a lot of tomato juice for vegetable soups and stuff like that. So I think that's probably what I'm going to use those 14 quarts for. And then the next ones that I do, I've got just as many, so I probably have 14 more quarts. But this time I'm really going to make the sauce and cook it for longer and let it get thicker than I did with this other. even though I cooked the other for about an hour and a half, it just didn't thicken up. Alright, so I'm putting all the tomatoes that I've gotten the skins off of. Let me see. Look, to see the skins, when you do them in the, boil them for about a minute or whatever, the skins just peel right off, all the way up to the core, and I really did leave these in there longer. This yellow skin seems to be tougher than the red ones. We don't like these yellow tomatoes, so that's why I've got the one left, and I'm putting it in the salsa. I'm sure it's probably more out in the garden, but that's all I've got here. It's just this one, so it's going into salsa. Because these yellow tomatoes, I don't think taste at all like the real tomatoes. Alright, and so I'm just taking the skin off of them now and coring them and putting them in their pot. And then I'm going to chop those up that's in the pot over here, and I will bring y'all back. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Here's the tomatoes. It says those tomatoes should yield 10 cups of tomatoes, but I don't know if this is 10 cups or not. But anyway, the bag, you put the bag in, and this is Mrs. Wages. This was back at Walmart. This was with the canning supplies. And so I'm going to put all, you see all the dehydrated stuff that's in here. Let's see, it's medium, so it's got dehydrated vegetables, which are onions, bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, chili peppers, garlic, salt, and spices. So that's good. No real sugars in here. That means I can eat some of this too. It says 1 gram of carbs. So this really is a keto salsa too. Alright, so I've got the packet in here, and then you add in a ½ cup of white distilled vinegar, and there that is. So that's going in here. And then it says to let this cook for about 10 minutes. And that's what I'm going to do. It's 12 noon right now. And I'm going to let this cook for about 10 minutes or so. And I'll bring you back when I get ready to can the pints. Okay, I'm back. Alright, now what we're going to do, I've cooked out the salsa for 10 minutes. It's been cooking for 10 minutes. I've got my water bath cannon right here. I'm doing this all in here in the living room this time. It's just easier for me, being disabled, to do it like this. And what I'm going to do is I've got this jar out of the water. I let the water come up to a boil and boil these cans. I know they say you don't have to do that now or whatever, but I just had gotten these cans. They've been sitting in my storage room, so I boiled these. I wanted to make sure that they were okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this jar up. And I don't think this is going to be 5 pints, but we'll see. I don't think it's even going to be 3 pints. Alright. Set that here. Now what I'm going to do is I've got a wet paper towel. I'm going to wash the top of it. Wipe the top off around where it would seal. And make sure all the tomatoes sauce is off of that. And out back here in this pan I have my where's my, I have my rings and my seals, and they're hot. Alright, so I'm going to take the seal, put it down on here. I've got it almost up to the top. And then I'm going to put the lid on and screw it down. I do it pretty tight. The other night the other day when I canned my tomatoes, tomato sauce, when I got them out, all the lids up here were loose. So, alright, and I put this one back in the water, and then I'm going to get another jar out, and they're hot. Make sure get all the water out of it. Put it over here. Put the lid back on here. And just fill them up just like that, just like I did with the other one. It takes, well, put a little bit more in here. Alright, and you can see it's up to about right here. Let me take my paper towel, make sure anything that's on the top that would keep it from sealing. That's how we want these to seal, is to make sure that there's nothing on the top. Alright, put the lid on. Get it on straight. Get your ring off. Put it on. Tighten it. Put it in your water bath canner pot. And you want to, I'll bring you back up. I'm going to go on and can all these. And I'll bring you back and let you know exactly how many this made. And then where to go from there. Okay, I'm back. Alright, this made exactly 5 pints. And I've got it in the water bath canner now. It's coming up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, I'll let these can for 40 minutes. And once it comes up to a boil, I set the timer on my phone for 40 minutes. And then I'll let these can for 40 minutes. Then turn the heat off and let them sit for 5 minutes. And then I'll put them on my kitchen table, and I'll have some canned salsa. So I'll bring you back. Okay, here's the my 5 pints of salsa, and what I've done is they've already cooled down. I've washed them. I've taken the lids off of them, and now what I'll do is I'll take a marker and I'll put the month and the year on here, and you need to try to use them by at least 2 years, but these will be gone way before then. And this is a little bit spicy, so, which is pretty good in a salsa. And this is really good. I really like this. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and below there will be links to where you can go to my food prepping Facebook group page and like that page, my Twitter. And also there'll be a link to Zaycon Farm Fresh Foods meats, so you can go there, sign up and see if you can get meats in your area. And you usually go, like I go to a church near me, it's like 6 miles away, and pick up the meats there, and they are really good. So you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.